Campaign 2016 now. Democratic presidential hopeful Bernie Sanders is in Los Angeles tonight.
And the Vermont senator is drawing a huge crowd at a rally at the LA Sports Arena. KCAL 9 political reporter Dave Bryan is live there now with a look at the Democratic race for the White House. Hi, Dave.
Hi, Lena and Juan. You know, the centerpiece of Bernie Sanders' campaign so far has been income inequality. Billionaires getting richer and richer while working people are scraping to get by. That theme has now caught the attention of liberals and progressives across the country, and tonight they turned out in droves here at the sports arena to greet Bernie Sanders.
Next President of the United States, Senator Bernie Sanders.
Introduced by comedian entertainer Sarah Silverman.
Give him hell, Bernie!
Presidential candidate and Vermont Senator Bernie Sanders spoke to a roaring crowd at the packed LA Memorial Sports Arena. The Sanders campaign is on fire right now, the latest shocking surprise in what's already becoming one of the most unpredictable presidential campaigns in memory.
We don't take money from billionaires. We don't take money from corporations, and yet we have received more individual contributions than any other campaign.
Sanders was quick to address, although obliquely, an incident in Seattle over the weekend where another huge Sanders campaign rally was shut down by protesters from the group Black Lives Matter. Although he never mentioned the specific incident, it was clearly a response.
There is no president, none, 1 year after the death of Michael Brown, no president who will fight harder to end institutional racism than I will. No president who will push harder for fundamental changes in our criminal justice system.
Dan Schnur, the director of the Jess Unruh Institute of Politics at USC, says Sanders' appeal in at least one respect is similar to the appeal of Donald Trump for Republicans, in that it's fueled by voters who are sick and tired of the same old political rhetoric and empty promises.
They're very different people with very different backgrounds and even greater differences in terms of ideology, but both of them are saying to the respective bases of their parties, you don't have to compromise. You don't have to give up what's important to you. Let's go get all of it.
Voters like Air Force Academy alumnus Larry Severson, a lifelong Republican who says he changed his party affiliation for this campaign.
I became an Eisenhower Republican in 1960. I stayed a Republican, though I kept getting frustrated with the way they were going. A month ago, I switched to Democrat so I could vote for Bernie Sanders because I believe in the Constitution and protecting it.
The crowd arrived early. The curious, the interested, and the ardent Sanders supporters lined up for hours, stretching completely around the perimeter of the sports arena, standing in the hot sun. Kirsty Stanglin came from Orange County with her boyfriend who's visiting from Maryland. They say Sanders is especially appealing to millennials.
He has a huge idea of what it means to be someone who's a young adult trying to get through college, dealing with student loans, and he's trying to be there for us so that when we're stuck with our student debt, we aren't going to just fall through the cracks, that he'll be there to catch us.
Speaking about the disruption of a Sanders campaign rally in Seattle this weekend by the group Black Lives Matter, Wilson Holtz says it did not diminish his support for Sanders.
You know, I understand what the BLM movement is trying to do, because that's me. You know, black male in this country, targeted by the police. Was it uncomfortable? Was it abrasive? Yes. Was it necessary? I kind of feel like it was also, but you know, politics is not. It's not. You know, it's rough.
But in the end, you still support him.
So Bernie Sanders? Yeah. Oh yeah. In the end, I definitely still support him, 100%.
Well, it's already having an impact. One recent poll in New Hampshire showed Sanders is trailing Hillary Clinton by only 6%. Most observers feel the ultimate outcome of all this will be to influence the dialogue of the campaign, moving the Democratic candidates to the left to address some of the issues that he's now raising. In University Park, Dave Bryan, KCAL 9 News.